Borough complied with the notice provisions of the Sunshine Law by adopting prior to January 10th of this year, a resolution prescribing the dates, times, and locations of all regular meetings of the commission. This meeting is one of the meetings listed in such resolution, and copies of the resolution were prior to January 10th filed with the North Borough. Okay,
Okay, there are no minutes this evening, and I need a motion to file the following reports: zoning and tax collector.
Second.
We had a proclamation for the Arbor Day observance on April 26th. And we have the following ordinances. Second reading of public hearing of capital improvement ordinance 1782 for the purchase of an ambulance, improvements to borough-owned properties, and infrastructure improvements.
so this is taking money, just appropriating money from our budget, the capital improvement fund for an ambulance purchase. The $225,000 being spent on borough property is the Pocket Park out on Patton Avenue. This is the public hearing on this ordinance. Anyone would like to be heard on it? This is your opportunity to be heard on it. Okay, Lindsay, anybody out there? Okay.
Mayor Mealy?
Yes.
Mr. Lewandowski?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson? Yes. Okay, we have the first reading of ordinance 1783 appropriating $250,000 from the general capital fund for the improvements of various municipal roads.
This is just road projects ongoing, taken out of the capital improvement funds, again, from the budget, it's not borrowing any money for it. Second reading will be May 6th. Okay.
Mayor Mealy?
Yes.
Mr. Lewandowski?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson? Yes. Okay, and we have, we're going to table, is that correct?
Housing trust fund? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Make a motion is made.
Table ordinance 1784 cover non-resident development fee for non-resident development fees and establish a spending plan.
Okay. Second reading of that. Oh, we're table. I'm sorry. For table. Okay. So this is now public comment for any resolutions on the agenda. So this public comment period is limited to just those items on the agenda. At the end of the meeting, we'll have a public forum where anybody can talk about whatever they want. So anybody wants to speak about any items on the agenda? Okay.
Okay, here's the following resolutions: appointing William Ortiz as full-time police officer for Borough of Collinsworth.
Yes. Yes.
Authorizing a contract for a court collection vendor with Tax Serve Capital Service New Jersey LLC.
So this is the first time, I just want to bring it up, for the first time state law allows us to hire a collection agency for fines in the courts. We're close to $500,000 in outstanding fines, which is kind of a rolling number. It's always kind of been a really, really big number, but you're really limited in what you can do to try to collect it. So big step. We're really glad that the state changed the law on this, and we'll see what this brings.
Yes.
Yes.
Authorizing the ratification award of emergency contract for water repair to HP Shelter.
And this is for repairs on one of our water wells. Yes.
Yes.
Authorizing to bid for the resurfacing of various roads.
Yes.
Yes.
Awarding a contract to Remington and Vernon Engineers for construction phase services for the Conley Avenue water treatment plant upgrades.
Yes.
Yes.
Authorizing the acquisition of properties.
Yes.
Yeah.
Approving raffle license 2024-8 and 2024-7 to Collingwood Civic Collective.
Yes.
And then we have the public hearing on the 2024 municipal budget.
Okay, so the municipal budget this year is an approximate 3-cent increase on the budget for the average assessed property, which the average assessment is $232,000. It equates to roughly $70 a year. Within this, we are in the last year, we've been saving in years, but you saw tonight the ambulance money, we purchased a fire truck, the pocket park improvements, the road improvements, the street improvements we're approving. All of those capital expenses are also being covered under the budget as well as maintaining operations, trash expense, police, fire, and covering the salary increases and contractual obligations. I want to thank Sandra and Joe for their work in getting the budget together. This is the public hearing on the budget. Anyone like to be heard on it? This is your opportunity to do so. Okay. All right.
Okay, the following budget items, I'm going to do roll call vote.
Yeah.
Authorizing the 2024 municipal budget to be read by title. Mayor Melly.
Yes.
Commissioner Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson.
Yes.
Authorizing to amend the 2024 municipal budget as introduced. Mayor Melly.
Yes.
Commissioner Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson.
Yes.
And now we have the
So
public.
we have to do a budget amendment now as we're adopting the budget because the state's providing one of our grant programs an extra like $5,000. So because of that, and we already introduced the budget, we have to now do a budget amendment in order to accept that 3 months. So go ahead.
We have to have a public hearing on the budget amendment.
So anyone wants to be heard on adding 5,000 of revenue onto our municipal budget? This is your opportunity to do so. Okay.
Okay. Authorizing the adoption of the 2024 municipal budget. Mayor Mallett.
Yes.
Commissioner Wojciechowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Robinson.
Yes.
Approving salary resolution for certain employees in Borough of Collinswood.
Yes.
Yes.
And approving the payment of bills in general water and sewer accounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Commissioner Robinson.
Lots going on in the spring. We've all woken up, including the flowers and pollen. But coming up first is April 8th to 13th Wellness Week. Go to collinswood.com. Lots and lots of activities planned for the spectrum of wellness. Little League opening day, the 13th of April, also has that collection day, unrelated, 13th of April. And the Collinswood Green Day Festival, the 20th of April, and our beloved Farmers Market returns on the 4th of May.
Thank you, Commissioner Lewandowski.
All right, just add a couple things to that. By the way, Wellness Week is fantastic. It's not just about physical wellness, mental health, financial, and it's really a lot of businesses, volunteer-driven things. It's free events, it's low-cost events, a great opportunity to kick off the spring and maybe try something new. So, yeah. A couple other things I want to mention. The Collinswood Community Yard Sale, which obviously been here before. It's a huge thing for the town. Benefits the Collinswood Community Collective, which supports so much stuff in town. That's only 9. So you can register for 4. Yes, the 4th. Yeah. So you find that on Collinswood.com. U.S. Army Field Band. We're really honored that they choose to come to Collinswood. This is their 3rd time coming to town. It'll be at Scotch Rite Auditorium on the 22nd. Tickets are free but are limited. So please, go to Collinswood.com and just link to the Scotch Rite page where you can get it. Yeah, that's all right there.
Okay. We taken in proposals a few weeks ago on the development of the water tower area, kind of back in the parking lots back here. We're completing our review of that and hope to narrow that field. We got 6 proposals in, really great companies and great concepts. We're hoping to reduce that to a couple that we'll start negotiations with about going over what exactly we can do there. And we're also trying to get things moving on Ocean First, on the bank over at Ocean First. Probably going to spend some time talking with the developers, the folks that are redoing the building in the former water lot that's going to be Sarah's now. See what we can do. That's all I have. This is a public forum. Anybody, this is your opportunity to say anything. If you'd like to now, you just would stand up and give us your name and address for the record, please.
Okay, my name's Robert Giordano. My address is 620 Collins Avenue, the place of business. So,
Okay.
All right, so what I understand my daughters are telling me, well, I own the building, first of all, they don't, they rent. And they pay rent to me. So I thought this was all like, whatever they're telling me about this, take the parking lot, that, I didn't think anything of it. So what could they, how can they take my parking lot? So now I see that it seems to it's getting serious here, so I had to leave work to come here tonight to talk about this. Like, what is going on with this? They
So-
want to take my parking lot that I paid for with the building, but just go ahead. Yeah, you could talk.
So we had a meeting with, there's two other property owners that own portions of the lot. This is the parking lot, for those that don't know, over on Collins Avenue on the other side of the pike. And it's there's a shared ownership of the lot.
Right.
And it has been, well, it's been an issue for the borough for many, many years, long before you guys owned the property. We've made several attempts to try to get some coordination, so get it looking better, get it paying better, have it overall be in better condition. We've lately had a number of issues with respect to problems with folks in the evening and not good control over that site, partially because of the and so what the borough's looking to do is the borough is wants to gain ownership of the remainder of that lot, make it public parking,
Right.
have it be available for everybody in the community to use the businesses and be available there. And so that's what we had set up a meeting. And I know that the boroughs had all the contact they've had another meeting before about this, and it was it was the young ladies that were there for the meeting, and there was some follow-up on that, which we didn't get much response. So we had another meeting with everybody and with Mr. Patel that owns the corner building, and kind of roughly half the lot, and talked about we want to acquire this, and that's what the meeting was. And you would email us the next day or within a couple of days of that, said that, you wanted all communications through you. And I think, through your attorney,
Right.
which you forward that. So I know Chuck Bury, if you sent this to us, so
Yeah.
we'll deal with him and
Okay.
we'll contact him. We're getting the drawing prepared, more formal of an engineering sketch of the area that we intend to acquire, and that's.
Yeah, but first it started out, if we agreed to it, like first the lady comes into my salon, talks to my daughter, Jamie, and my other daughter was there. She's nice, this, that, what do you think about if we just take it off your hands and just pick your brain, what do you think about all that? And what's that?
Ask for an easement.
An easement and all this stuff, but then from there, it's like almost like threats. If you don't go with what we say,
No,
okay, but it seems like it though.
No, we're not.
I understand, but they're trying, it seems like it's to
We did say that,
me.
Because when we said that, all the businesses have closed.
You have an attorney,
Right,
okay,
we do,
and we will be in touch with your attorney,
right,
and we will go through that drill, and we'll deal with your attorney.
okay, but the
Okay.
thing is, I don't want my family threatened. And if you don't comply with us, in other words, you might not, you're gonna see what you're gonna see. In other words, with the backlash, you understand?
Will follow your.
In other words, it's my parking lot. I bought it fair and square. You should have bought it when it was up for sale for 2 years. You understand? I purchased it. I purchased it because we own our own parking lot. My daughters wanted that building. I could have been on Haddon Avenue. It could be anywhere I want. You understand? First of all, we didn't want to because there was no parking right there. We went and bought this place. I had my eyes on a building I was going to buy. So we forgot that. And we bought this because it had a parking lot, and that's what they want. They want their clients to be able to park. They want to be able to park, and all of my employees. You understand? That's why we purchased it. That's why I invested so much money into the place, made it all brand new. We're trying to make the area nicer. I'm just saying, and behind my parking lot is clean. There's no trouble there. Now, other spots, I don't know about the other spots. I see other things. But behind my salon, we keep up with it. There's nothing needs to be paved. You understand? The trash is all taken care of. It looks good. Now, the other lots, you want to do something with them, fine. But my daughters want this lot. You understand? That's it. They want the place. That's why we bought it. That's why we came to Collingswood. I don't want somebody taking something off of me that I own. That's all.
I also have to add,
Thank you. You gotta give your name and address for the record.
Jamie Giordano, 620 West Collins Avenue, Salon Jake. In our meeting, you said that there was criminal activity going on. We have not been informed or aware of any criminal activity happening in our specific lot. Any criminal activity that we have ever seen has been on Collins Avenue in the front. Nothing that we own. When we brought up to you, well, what about, say, like Lieber Roots parking lot? You said, well, there's no criminal activity there. We were just informed that somebody's car was stolen out of the lot while the people were in the building eating dinner. So I'm saying that could happen anywhere. People's cars are being stolen everywhere in Collingswood. So why are we just being targeted?
Plus I have cameras front, back, the whole parking lot. I got cameras and the police come and they look for my cameras for anything they want. We cooperate with them.
We are very cooperative.
Inside, outside, everything. So I don't know what else to do, you know.
Okay, so you've advised us, you have an attorney,
Mhm.
we'll deal with your attorney, you wanted us to deal with your attorney.
Right, well,
We'll deal
I
with your-
understand, but you're gonna deal with me and him, because I own the place, but you will deal with him, yes.
Yeah, well, so I will follow up with your attorney.
Okay,
Just be clear, the outcome that I hope is, you're gonna be happier with what comes out of it.
I know, but,
But we have to talk,
right,
and we're open to talking and doing it. And
Right.
I wanna listen to, not just talk to you, but I wanna listen to you.
Mhm.
Ultimately, the hope is, what's gonna come out of it is, better controlled and, better repaired lot, which also will take some of the tax liability off of you while still providing access for customers and stuff. But all that can be worked, all that should be just talked about, so.
right, it's one thing talking about something, I understand, it's one thing talking about something, but not trying to forcefully take something from it. If I decide I wanna do something and I agree with you, that's one thing, but we do live in the United States of America. I do have some rights, I purchased it, it's on my deed, it's on my survey that you made me pay for to do some work inside, I bought the survey, it has it on there, it's my parking lot. What you wanna do with the others, it's fine, do whatever you want. We let everybody park there anyway. I don't
For
think
free.
you understand.
For
We
free.
think
For free, we
bother
don't charge
people.
anybody.
We have signs, but Zeppeli's next door, we let all their customers park, we're not there, we don't care. You understand, but not during our business hours, we need it for our girls that work at whatever, 7, 8, 10 girls, plus our clients, you understand? They don't wanna walk, play with this, play with that.
My
Do it,
clients that
take
are
the stuff in
93
and
years
out.
old.
There's people
Right.
that.
Okay, thank you, like you said, thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Right.
Anybody else, Mr. Clingman, anything? Okay, we are adjourned.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.